Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today we're dropping back in on Rollercoin and we got news. We got big news and we've got really big news. So keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another video. And remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments, and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. Okay, so as you can see, we are in my Rollercoin account. And it's been 2 weeks since the last time we were here. So let's quickly run through the numbers and see how the account has changed. So 2 weeks ago, our hashing power was 7.984 petahashes. You can see now we are over 8. We're at 8.293 petahashes. So obviously that is a nice jump there in the 2 weeks. Now, obviously, the way I've managed to do that is by more miners, and how I've done that is quite simple, and I owe a massive thank you to one subscriber in particular. So anyway, 2 weeks ago, we had 70 RLT in our wallet here. You can see we only have 7 now, but also what I have changed is the way I am now mining. Now, obviously, I was talking in the last video that obviously we can now mine RLT, and I was talking about basically taking mine to changing my power setup to 50% RLT and then 50% another coin. Well, what I've in fact done, if we go into the split power, I've put 95% onto Rollercoin token and 5% into Doge. Now, the reason why I've done that is basically, one, obviously we had the update from Rollercoin in the last video that Ethereum, the network prices are so high now that basically they're saying if you want to withdraw Ethereum right at this moment, then you are going to have to pay those network fees. And like I say, they are very high. And Bitcoin, I'm basically just sort of leaving that for the moment. Obviously, we know that it is the highest earning coin at the moment at over $50,000 per coin, which is absolutely amazing. But what I am concentrating is building up the Rollercoin. So basically the idea is to build up my mining farm, and then once I get that up to like how I'm happy with, I will then start to mine those other coins. But like I say, 2 weeks ago we had 70 RLT in our wallet, and then with the setup that I've just shown you, I am actually earning about 15 to 20 RLT every 2 or 3 days. So what I've been doing is, what I did, if we go in here, I purchased one of the big El Monstro miners, and then what I've done is I've purchased a load of these little miners. Now these little miners are only worth 14,000 gigahashes each, but they only cost 17 RLT. I'm making, like I say, between 15 to 20 every few days. So what I've been doing is I've been purchasing these, but also as well, I had a very, very nice surprise the other day. And this is where my shout out has to go to Sean Hancock, who was one of my subscribers on Facebook and on YouTube. And he basically dropped me a message saying that Rollercoin were doing this YouTube promotion. And if any of us out there that made videos, drop them a few sample videos of what you've been doing, and then we'd be entered into a competition. And I luckily got chose as one of those winners. And we can see here in the Rollercoin Facebook post, that's basically just explaining what the competition was about and the few creators that they actually settled upon as being the winners of their competition. And as you can see here on the second line, that is my channel. And like I say, I would never have even known about this competition if it wasn't for Sean. So a massive thank you to him, but also a massive thank you to you as my viewers and my subscribers, because without you, my channel wouldn't be here at all. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you to everyone, and you know, and obviously Rollercoin for picking me. So anyway, let's move on. So anyway, because of that competition, I actually won, or Rollercoin awarded me 100 RLT. Now, with that, I was able to go in, and now you can see, look, we are completely full on this second room, and we've just started into the third room. So I basically bought a load of racks to get us ready, and with that 100 RLT from Rollercoin, I bought myself another El Monstro miner, and that is how my power has got boosted to that level. And if we quickly look at my RLT, you can see I'm actually earning 1,421,000 blah 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 RLT every 5 minutes. So that's how obviously I'm able to get up to like I say 15 to 20 RLT every few days, and then purchase more of those Chupacabra miners just to keep pushing my account up and just keep building. And like I say, I'll continue to do this until I'm happy at the level I'm at, and then I'll start mining Bitcoin again, getting out some coins. Okay. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with what Rollercoin is, now Rollercoin is basically a virtual cloud mining game, but any coins that you earn, you can actually withdraw to your external wallets, and basically you don't even have to invest at the beginning if you do not want to. What you can do is you can go into this games section, you can play the games. Each game will last about a minute. You'll progress through various levels of difficulty, and every level that you reach, you will earn more and more power. And there's a really good selection of games in there. And also as well that you can invest, and obviously if you do decide to do so, you can just go into the shop, and here you have the selection of miners that they have available. My advice is get yourself some RLT simply by going into your wallet and clicking on the RLT. That will take you through to a page where you can purchase RLT, and then purchase yourself some of these miners, because like I say, they're more efficient. Basically will run at a higher level, and they will cost you less. So for instance, this one at 24 RLT, yes, that's 15,000 gigahashes, but this one at only 17 is 14,000. So you're only losing 1,000 gigahashes, but it's costing you just a bit over half the price. But like I say, these ones at the top are the more efficient ones, and then you got the gold ones, and then you got the multicolor ones. But really steer clear of the multicolor ones, because they will cost you more and you just will not get the power. As you can see, I've got a few of the multicolored ones. This is from when I first started mining, but like I say, that's only if you want to invest. If not, just play the games regularly, build up your power, and then what I suggest is once you get to a certain level with your games, just maintain that level, wait for your coins to build up, change those coins into RLT. In fact, obviously, now you have the option to mine RLT. If you are playing the games, I advise you to just mine RLT 100%. Build that up, and then start buying yourself some miners. Every time you can buy a miner, get a miner, because the thing is, with the gaming power that you earn, it has a finite time limit. So basically, after 24 hours, you will start to lose some of that gaming power, that mining power that you've earned through the games. That's why you have to keep playing those games consistently, to sort of stay ahead of that drop off every 24 hours or so. But once you've got the miners, that will sort of, that drop off will only fall to the level of the miners you hold. So once you get to an account such as mine, which has taken me a long time, I will not say this is an easy program to really build up. It has taken me a long time, but now I do not play the games. I don't play the games at all. I just rely on the mining power that I have to build me up those RLTs, like I mentioned, and then purchase more miners to keep my account getting bigger and bigger and earning more and more coins. Okay, so I will also put a link in the description. Go and check that out. That will give you an earlier review and a better understanding with more detail of how the program works. And that link will also be found at the end of this video if you go all the way through to the end. Okay, so let's get on with the rest of the news. Okay, so the first little bit of news is that Rollercoin has redesigned its homepage, and here is an example of what it's going to look like. So this is just a cool little animated homepage that they have brought to us. And yeah, it's just a bit of fun. I think if you go on their Facebook page, you can vote on it, whether you like it or not. But yeah, I think it's quite a nice improvement, I think. So, other big news that we have, and this, I don't know if this might be the biggest news, but this is quite exciting, is that on the 25th of February of this month, RLT is being connected with Tether. So basically, RLT coins will be worth $1. Currently, at the moment, they are apparently worth more than $1, but they've decided to connect it with USDT Tether. So basically, there is limited fluctuation. I mean, obviously, as we know, for those members out there that are connected with DualMine, they've tried the similar thing with CRT, but it just at the moment is not working. But because RLT is connected with this program, there's so many members that use this program, they get the coins, they spend the coins. That is what is pushing up the price of that coin. And now, once it is connected to Tether, the great thing is if you ever want to purchase RLT, it's only ever going to be at that level. So it's not just going to keep going up and up and up, making it more and more difficult to purchase. It will basically stay around about the same. So that is good news now for those that want to invest. But like I say, now we can mine RLT. That also helps. But let's go and just check out what they say on Facebook on this. So basically it said, big news in our game currency, regular price of RLT is 2,000 sats, making it more than $1. We see how cryptos have gone straight to the moon, and it's only the beginning. It's just a matter of time before BTC hits 100k. Cross fingers, let's hope. That is why we decided to stabilize the price of RLT and peg it not to BTC but to USDT instead. Here comes the reasons. Early bird purchases. Now this is a bit of extra news, which I find probably maybe even more exciting. Is basically they're saying that early bird players such as ourselves, such as myself, that basically got in, bought miners at the early at the earlier prices. That what going to happen is that those miners are in essentially becoming worth more and more. What they're talking about here is the owners of miners will have a chance to sell it on the open market in better conditions. So what they're saying is that they are going to be bringing an update soon. I'm hoping it will come at the same time as Tether is pegged to RLT, or vice versa, on the 25th of the 2nd. But they are basically suggesting there that they are going to be finally bringing an update. So basically those multicolored miners, those old miners that a lot of us have got, can now we can now put them onto a marketplace within the game and sell them, a bit like Contract Miner and a few other places that we use. You can now have the chance to sell them. Obviously, once you sell them, you can then purchase more RLT, go and you get yourself some more of those efficient miners, and then boost your account that way. Now, the reason why I particularly am finding this very exciting, for those of you that are new to my channel and have maybe not followed all of my Rollercoin videos, you might wonder, well, why is that so good? Like you've just said, other programs have that. Now, for those of you that do know my videos, you might remember this. So this was a concept that Rollercoin put out about a new type of miner. So the miners that are currently in the shop, they are basically just static miners. So basically, you buy a miner that will run at a certain speed and has a certain amount of power, and then if you want another a faster miner, you have to buy a completely new miner. You go into the shop and go, right, I've got a Chupacabra, I've built up enough RLT, I now want a bigger miner, I'm going to buy myself an El Monstro. But what this is what is known as a modular miner. That means that components are interchangeable. So if you want to update this miner, you can use different boards, and obviously as you go up in levels, the more boards you've got and the better quality boards, the more you start to earn. And then you can add fans and all this kind of stuff to make your miners more and more efficient. Now, you're probably wondering, what has that got anything to do with what you've just been babbling on about with the marketplace? Well, look at the bottom here. Put up for sale. So, with the coming of the marketplace, is it possible we might see the coming of the modular miner, which would be absolutely amazing? To be honest with you, if that happened, I would sell a lot of my miners to get hold of one of these things, because like I say, the great thing is if you've got one of these, that only takes up one space on your racking. So that means if you say you sold a whole racking's worth, so like what's that, 3 or 4 of the big miners, you've got 3 spaces. That means you could put 3 of these into those spaces, get them up to top capacity, and here where it shows the capacity and the sats payout, even at that's only what's that, nearly what, 80%, we're saying that is going to get you 800 sats every 5 minutes, hopefully. That I'm hoping that is what that means. And then if you took that up to 100%, you could well be looking at 1,000 sats every 5 minutes using one of these modular miners. Obviously, I am just guessing. For those of you that want to know more about this, these concepts, in fact, what I'll do is I'll put it in the description, link to it in the description, and also put it at the end of this video if you want to go and check that out as well. Just gives you a bit more information on this whole concept and what could be for the future. Okay, so for those of you that are interested in those earlier videos I talked about, probably on your screen right now. So get clicking and get watching. And if you could smash that like button, really supports my channel, which then helps me bring more content to you. So take care, have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.